Photographers love specs. Whenever a new camera drops, there's a storm of talk about megapixels, autofocus performance, stabilization stops, or what exotic lens is being released alongside it. The Hasselblad X2Dii medium format camera is no exception. Since its launch, it has been celebrated for its 100-megapixel sensor, its 35 to 100mm zoom lens, its 10-stop in-body image stabilization, and its snappy autofocus system. But let's set those headline specs aside. This article isn't about the big features you already know. It's about the tiny, barely consequential quirks, the obscure physical changes, and the little details that make no difference to your photography whatsoever. These are the things that you will never unsee once they're pointed out. None of them will make you a better photographer, but they do add character and tell a story about how this camera evolved from the first X2Dii. I've compiled 21 so-called useless things that distinguish the Hasselblad X2Dii from its predecessor. Think of this as trivia night for camera nerds. Some of these are absurdly minute changes, others are borderline useful, and one is genuinely shocking if you happen to own a certain lens. 1. The shutter button engraving on the X2Dii 2. The shutter button is no longer as deeply engraved as it was on the X2Dii. Pressing it feels ever so slightly different. Does this impact your photography? Not at all. But if you're the kind of person who notices button depth, this will be the first thing you feel. 2. The scroll wheel sound control wheel has changed its personality. On the older camera it had a clicky, precise sound. On the new one, it's more of a soft, squashy sound, less crisp, more mush. Your ears will notice it long before your hands do. 3. Relocated EL and AFD buttons. Auto exposure lock and autofocus buttons have shifted a little further to the right. On the older X2Dii, they sat closer to the eyepiece. On the X2Dii 2, they've migrated slightly outward. Functionally, nothing changes. Aesthetically, your muscle memory might twitch. 4. Clickier buttons. Over most of the buttons on the X2Dii to now produce a sharper, snappier click compared to the softer feel of the older model. If you're addicted to tactile feedback, you'll love this pointless upgrade. 5. The power button. Profile left power button on the original was recessed into the body, easy to find by feel. On the X2Dii 2, it sits flush with the surface. This sleekness comes at the cost of tactile guidance, but makes the camera look cleaner. 6. The 5-way joystick. The X2Dii 2 has a true joystick up, down, left, right, plus a press. It cannot move diagonally, which may disappoint gamers, but it's still faster than nothing. In reality, the touchscreen remains the fastest way to navigate menus, unless you're shooting in gloves, in which case the joystick suddenly becomes indispensable. 7. The lens mount. Chamfering. Machining around the lens mount has been subtly altered. The chamfering, the beveled edge, has less of a pronounced slope. You'll probably never notice unless you shine a light at it. 8. A sturdier lens mount. Despite the cosmetic change, the lens mount feels slightly sturdier. On the older camera there was a hint of wobble with large lenses. The X2Dii 2 reduces this wobble. It's not perfect, but it's reassuring if you regularly mount heavier glass. 9. Bigger screws in the battery compartment. And in the depths of the battery slot are screws that hold parts of the body together. On the X2Dii 2, they're slightly larger. Unless you're a repair technician, this knowledge is as useless as it gets. 10. Beefier springs on the flaps. Little doors and flaps covering ports and slots snap open with greater resistance. The springs feel meatier, more satisfying, and less flimsy. It's the kind of detail you only notice when fiddling with the camera idly. 11. Half a millimeter taller. The X2Dii 2 is literally 0.5 millimeters taller than its predecessor. Half a millimeter. You could line them up side by side and still not be able to tell. But it's a fact nonetheless. 12. A brighter old screen. The screen has gone from LCD to old. Blacks are deeper, contrast is punchier, and menus look gorgeous. Do you need old for looking at histograms? Not really, but it's a pleasant upgrade. 13. Redesigned screen hinge. The hinge mechanism has been moved. On the X2Dii, the screen was tethered at both the top and bottom. On the X2Dii 2, it's only tethered at the bottom, which allows it to clear the eyepiece and tilt more freely. Durability remains to be seen. 14. Visible data cables. In the new design, one of the data cables feeding the screen is visible between the hinge. On the older model, cables were hidden. Now you can glimpse a fragile wire that you'll probably want to pretend isn't there. 15. Smaller bottom latch. New top latch. Little lip you use to pull the screen open is smaller on the bottom, which makes it harder to grip. But the X2Dii compensates with a brand new latch at the top, so you can flip the screen down more easily without using the side. 16. Screen sits further out from the body. Rear screen now protrudes slightly more from the camera body. It creates the illusion of thickness, even though the screen itself hasn't grown. Another detail you'll only spot when staring too hard. 17. Different screen chamfering. Bevel around the screen has been cut at a slightly steeper angle compared to the shallow cut of the older model. It's the kind of micro detail that industrial designers obsess over and most photographers never notice. 18. Enthusiast charging behavior. Here's where things get a bit technical. The X2Dii charged at 20 volts, pulling around half an amp, for about 10 watts of charging power. The X2Dii charges at 12 volts, but pulls 1.6 amps, giving you close to 20 watts. Translation: faster charging despite lower voltage. 19. Enthusiast transfer speed. When you connect the older camera via USB-C, data transfer from CAF Express cards is sluggish. On the X2Dii, transfer from the internal SSD is significantly faster. It's not lightning, but it's a real improvement for studio photographers moving gigabytes of files. 20. Lens pairing quirks. When comparing side by side, I mounted the new 28p on the X2Dii and the older 45p on the X2Dii. Why? Because the 45p simply refuses to work on the X2Dii. The camera displays an error message, lens issue. Please reconnect lens. Reconnecting doesn't help. Firmware updates don't help. The lens just isn't supported. 21. The shocking incompatibilities is the one useless fact that suddenly becomes useful and painful. The Hasselblad for 5p, one of the most affordable and compact lenses in the lineup, simply doesn't function on the X2Dii. Not only is continuous autofocus unavailable, the camera doesn't even recognize the lens. For anyone hoping to save money by pairing their new camera with an older lens, this is a deal breaker. Unless Hasselblad pushes out a firmware update, the 45p is essentially ghosted. Closing thoughts. There you have it. 21 so-called useless things about the Hasselblad X2Dii. Most of these details are quirks, trivia, or design micro-adjustments that don't affect image making in the slightest. But they're also part of what makes this camera fascinating. From deeper blacks in the old screen to the ugly satisfying spring-loaded flaps, from beefier screws to protruding hinges, it's the sum of these oddities that make gear nerds like us smile. Of course, one detail turned out to be anything but useless: the incompatibility with the 45p lens. That one could cost real money and force photographers into pricier lens choices. But perhaps that's the hidden message: cameras evolve, sometimes at the expense of their most budget-friendly gear. If nothing else, these observations remind us that cameras are more than specs on paper. They're objects, built with hundreds of little decisions, each of which leaves a trace. Most of those traces will never matter to your photography, but they shape your relationship with the tool in your hands. So the next time you press the flush-mounted power button, hear the squishy scroll wheel, or notice the exposed data cable behind the hinge, remember, photography may be about vision, but cameras are about details. And sometimes, it's the useless details that stick with you the longest.